Hi everybody, this is Bob Main with the Handgun World Show. Visit my website at handgunworld.com and listen to my podcast. I am going to do a straight talk review of the Sig P238. Nice little, small, very concealable 380 ACP pistol. This is going to be a straight talk because there are definitely some things I don't like about this gun, and there's some excellent points about it. So I'm going to be real objective. I'm not one of those fanboys that just loves anything that has Sig name on it or anything that looks like a 1911. In fact, if you know me, I'm a Glock guy, but I do like this pistol quite a bit. So let's talk about it. First of all, let me show you, this is a safe and clear weapon. I'll actually go ahead, put my finger in the chamber, make sure that there's nothing in there, and let's go ahead and pull the trigger and show you that this is a safe and clear weapon. You probably noticed when I pulled the trigger there that that's one of the things I really like about this pistol. First of all, I love this trigger pull. This is a single action. This is a 1911, folks, and it is a sweet, sweet trigger pull. I gotta tell you, for a carry gun, you know, it's heavier than most 1911s. This is not a finely tuned 1911. I don't think it should be. I think for a carry gun, it's just right. I don't know what it is, probably about 6 pounds or so, but a 6-pound single action pull feels great. I mean, this is a very smooth trigger, very short travel, like a 1911 should be. I like the fact that it's a 1911 style gun, so it's got a hammer. All you have to do is look at the hammer and you can see what gun the condition's in. It's cocked and locked right now. Okay, manual safety. Let's talk about it. I don't particularly like guns for manual safeties. Excuse me, guns that have manual safeties. But those of you who are hard 1911 shooters, you guys like them. I've trained myself to use this gun, and it's a very natural safety. It's real easy to depress that when you have to. So just like a good 1911, it's easy to swipe that safety off and begin firing. I think that's kind of a non-issue because you can train yourself. Again, it's not my preference in a carry gun, but I carry this gun. So what does that tell you? I trust my life to it. Here's one of the things I like about this gun. Real sights. I don't know if you can see that very well on the camera. Let's focus in on the front one first. Well, that's kind of blurry, sorry. But these are real sights. These are night sights. And what I like about this is these are real 3-dot sights. You don't find that in a lot of small carry guns. So I think that's a huge plus. You know, the Ruger LCPs and the Kel-Tecs and the Taurus guns in 380, they don't have real sights. They got those little nubby things that who knows what those are. They're not real sights. This gun, you don't have to go changing the sights out. Now, for the price that you pay for this, I think this one was about $629. This is the blued one with the rosewood grips. You know, hey, you should get real sights for that price, and you do. Now, something else that I like about this gun is the feel of it. The feel is so natural. Like any 1911, it's a good feeling grip and it points well. It's real small, folks. I mean, my hands are sort of big. They're not huge, but I wrap right around that whole thing. Now, this is a great gun for people with small hands. This is a fantastic gun. This thing is highly accurate. I gotta say, the accuracy of this thing is outstanding. This is a very tight-fitting barrel right here. This gun is tight. This gun right here has, I think, about 450 rounds through it right now. And I gotta tell you, you gotta break this thing in. You gotta be patient with it. The reliability was not what I expected at first. I gotta say, the first 300 rounds, you guys probably heard my podcast on this. The first 300 rounds, I thought I made a mistake buying this gun because I had a lot of failures with it. However, I guess I got close to 500 rounds now that I think about it. The last couple of hundred have been fine. It loves Remington 102 grain Golden Sabers. It loves the Hornady Critical Defense. But the Golden Sabers it likes the best. It didn't like my Corbon DPX that my Car 380 likes, but you know, find the ammo that it likes and stick with that ammo. It feeds all the ball ammo that I ran through it just fine. It had the problems with Federal hollow points, Corbon hollow points, and I forgot the other one. Find what it likes. It's probably going to like the 102 grain. It's probably going to like the Hornady Critical Defense. Good stainless steel guide rod. Excellent barrel. Excellent serrations on the slide. Great gun. Get yourself one. You won't be disappointed. Now, let's talk about the weight. The weight of this is about 15 ounces unloaded. It is heavier than those LCPs and the Kel-Tec P238s and the Tauruses. Yes, it is heavier. You want to know something? But I have not found that it's hard for me to carry. I put this in a DeSantis Nemesis holster, just like that, and it goes in my pocket just like that. This is the same holster that you use for the LCPs and the 380s. No problem for me. This fits in the pocket just fine. It comes out like it's supposed to, and there's no problem with it. I sometimes carry this inside the waistband, but this is not a primary carry gun for me. This is a backup gun. It's a backup gun. Let's see, magazine. 6 rounds in the mag, 1 in the pipe. You got 7 rounds of 380. If you place your shots, it'll do the job. Notice I said, if you place your shots. You know what's a good thing about this gun? It's easy to place your shots. That's why I love it. The reason I trust my life to this gun is because this thing shoots very straight and very accurate. It goes where I want it to go. So I got no problem trusting the 380s when they're going where I want them to go. Here's something else I like about it. Watch how you can bring the slide back without having to depress the thumb safety. The thumb safety is up, and I can still retract the slide. Now it's down. I like that. I like that feature that the slide comes back and you can eject a round with the safety engaged. That way, when you chamber a new round, guess what? Safety's still engaged. You can't do that with most 1911s. So being able to retract that slide with the safety on the safe position, I think is great. That's the takedown lever, and also it's the it's obviously the slide lock lever. Good gun, real good gun. I don't have too many complaints about it, other than the fact that reliability. Be patient. Sig will make it right. If you've got a bad gun, Sig will make it right. This is one of the newest versions, so I don't think this one has any purported problems to it that I know of. Let's see, what else can I say about this? Did I mention that these are night sights, which is good. They're very bright. They call them Sig Light night sights. Let's see, I think that's pretty much gonna cover it. Magazine eject button where it's supposed to be. It's a 1911. It's a 1911 without the grip safety, and I like that. I don't particularly care for grip safeties. That's another positive about this gun. No grip safety. I don't want to start an argument here, but I don't like grip safeties. Thumb safety is good enough for me. It gets the job done. I got no problem carrying this cocked and locked. Oh, by the way, somebody asks me once, or excuse me, they asked me, would you carry this cocked and locked? You bet I would, and I do. I carry it just like that in my pocket, cocked and locked. You know what? This safety is easy enough to push if you have to fire it, but it will not disengage on its own. Let me clear that up. I've carried this gun now over 4 months. Never even come close to disengaging that safety by itself. It doesn't happen. Not on my gun, it doesn't. So don't worry about it. Put this inside your waistband, get a neat little holster for it, and or put it in your pocket and forget about it. And I hope you never have to use it. But you can trust your life to this gun. Dandy little gun. That's it. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. Use the comments section if you have some things that you'd like to add. I'm Bob Main, and my show is the Handgun World Show. Listen to my podcast. We talk about a lot of guns on there. handgunworld.com, or just search Handgun World Show on YouTube. Excuse me, on iTunes. All right. That's it. Thanks for being patient with my review of the excellent Sig P238. Thanks.